friends, to this short video in filmmaking. Today in this video we are going to learn how to complete basic editing cuts in Premiere Pro using 3 different techniques. You'll use the razor tool, you'll use the shortcuts on the keyboard, and you'll use the trimming the end method.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, let's start becoming an editor. So the first thing that we want to do is look at these clips and we want to clean them up. So I am a little too far out. I need to zoom in. There's a couple of different ways to zoom in. Remember, I can use these weird stretchy bandy things, but remember what I like to do is just plus, 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 zooms me in, minus, minus, zooms me out. So plus. And then I want to play this, and again I can see this top track is my video, this bottom track is my audio. If I want to play it, I can click over here and hit the play button.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this short video.
And I can play it. The other thing that I do way more often, there's a shortcut to play, which is the space bar. See, if I hover over this, it says play, stop, toggle, space. So the space is the shortcut. So I drag it back over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Spacebar to start it, spacebar to stop it. Okay. First thing that I want to do is I want to zoom in on my waveform a little bit. So I'm actually going to drag this down so that I can kind of see. And this tells me, oh look, I was speaking here, but then there's a whole bunch of softness, then I was speaking here, and then there's a whole bunch of softness, and then speaking here. So it looks like I have a false start right here. I'm going to listen to that.
Action. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this short video. I'm Mr. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this short video.
Okay, so you can see here's where Mr. Yost said action, and then this set is where I started talking but messed up, and then this is what I actually want to listen to. So I'm going to put my playhead a little bit before that, and I want to cut this. I want to cut off all the bits that I don't want. So to do that, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to grab my razor tool, and I'm going to cut it. And to cut it, I'm just going to click anywhere in here on these blue lines, right? And then I want to get rid of that. So I'm going to come over here to my selection tool, click on that. Back over here, I'm highlighting this clip, and then I just press delete on my keyboard, and we did it. We became an editor. Yay! I want to move this back to the front. Now, you'll notice that when I click and drag this, I'm grabbing the top piece, the video, not the bottom, because if you grab the bottom one, you can actually adjust the audio. So it's always way better to grab the video track and slide it, and I'm just click, hold, drag it around wherever I want it. I want it right up there at the beginning. And you can see that I stopped talking right about there, so I want to chop off those bits at the end. Razor tool, chop them off. Selection tool, get those, press delete, and they're gone. All right, now while I'm at it, I'm going to grab this second one. I'm just going to drag it back up. So there's right there at the front. And now we can see it's a little too zoomed in, so I'm going to hit the, remember the shortcut to zoom out? That's right, minus button. So minus button. Now I see all of Mr. Yost's clip. So I'm going to listen to this first bit right here.
Hi, this is Mr. Yost.
So he had a little bit of a false start there, and I'm going to go to this to see if he starts talking about the same stuff, saying who he is.
What are you going to be teaching? Oh.
All right, so what are you going to be teaching? That's just something different. So what we need to worry about is this first part in here. So I'm going to zoom in on that. Plus gets me, and again, I'm kind of just looking at this little section right in here. And I want to find out, so this first part.
Hi, this is Mr. Yost.
So here he says, hi, I'm Mr. And then he says, this is Mr. Yost. So I'm going to chop it off right there. So I'm going to grab my razor tool, and I'm going to cut it. Click, selection tool, and hit delete. All right, and then I'm going to take this part and drag it on over. And I'm going to listen to this to see if I like what he says.
This is Mr. Yost. I am also the other teacher. I'm the co-teacher for this filmmaking class.
A whole bunch of silence.
What are you going to be teaching them?
And what are you going to be teaching them? All right, so then I can come over here, and I can cut it. Shortcut number 1. Before I went over here and I clicked the razor tool and I clicked the selection tool, I don't ever do that. I've never clicked those after I learned this shortcut. The shortcut for the razor tool is C on your keyboard. So, and again, if you hover over it, it says it right there, parentheses C. So you can learn where all these shortcuts are. So I got my razor tool, I'm going to cut it. And the shortcut for your selection tool is V, but I don't want to do that quite yet because I want to listen to where he starts talking about what he's going to be teaching, because I don't want me to ask the question off camera.
What are you going to be teaching them?
Oh, this year we're going to be learning the art of film.
So he says, this year we're going to be learning the art of filmmaking. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to cut. Remember the shortcut? That's right, C. Click. Shortcut for the selection tool. V. Delete that. Slide that on over there. So now I'm going to listen to that and just see how I like it.
In class, this year we're going to be learning the art of filmmaking. This is...
Okay, so now I'm going to, still a little bit too zoomed in, so I'm going to zoom out. Shortcut for that, if we remember. Minus. All right, so I'm gonna play this through, listen to what he has to say, just so that I can figure out where I gotta chop things up. Let's take a little listen. Okay, I'm going to fast forward this in post-production, and you need to listen to it on your own. So pretty much that whole thing is stuff that we need. So there might be some ums and ahs that you choose to cut out if you are inclined to do that. Again, just chop before, chop right after, and slide them back together, and it'll get rid of those ums and ahs that he was talking about in the video. One of the other things that I wanted to show you was a different way that you could cut. So I can zoom in. Remember the shortcut for that is plus, 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 plus. There's a whole lot of dead space at the end of this.
Pro.
I don't want all that. So we know that we can click the razor tool and chop it right there. We know that we can hit our shortcut C and chop it right there. The other way that you can do is just click on the end. See how it changed from a pointer to that little red squiggly thing? I'm just clicking and I'm dragging that in, and that just trims up the timeline. It didn't actually go anywhere. It's still there, right? I can pull that back out, but I can pull that back, put that back in. So that's another way that you can trim off either the beginning or the ending of your videos. Works either way. Cut that down and do that. The next thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to import all of those other videos because we've only brought in the first two. So again, remember to do that. We're going to go to File and Import. Control I on a PC, probably Command I on a Mac. And it was in our Creative Cloud folder. Click on that. Course footage. There they are. So I need 3. And I need all 9 of these. So I'm actually going to click on the first one and then shift click on the last one. It brings all of those in. And I'm going to hit import. Yes, please. And all of them should be populated in. Bloop, 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 bloop. There we go. And you can see them down here. I've got all of these. If I go to icon view, remember I can see the icons. I don't really like the icon view. It takes up a lot of space. If you wanted to, you could make them bigger. Oh, so now they're, I don't know why you would want to, but you can. Yeah, okay. I like it in list view, especially when the footage is given to me in sequential order. I know what I'm going to add and where I'm going to add it, but sometimes I flip back and forth for various reasons. So you'll bring in these footage. Again, remember, you just click, drag, and drop it in where it goes. So there's my third one, and then my fourth one. Bloop. And so forth and so on. I'm not going to bring them all in and edit this. That's going to be your job moving forward from here.
So in this video, we saw that there are 3 different ways that we can edit with Premiere Pro for basic cuts. We can use the razor tool, we can use the command shortcut C, or we can use the red slidey bar to trim the videos up. That's it for this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.